that would destroy America as the founders envisioned it. The plan he declared to the nation in that speech was destined, if not designed, to make America its own enemy. Here's what FDR said in that speech.
This republic had its beginning and grew to its present strength under the protection of certain inalienable political rights, among them the right of free speech, free press, free worship, trial by jury, freedom from unreasonable searches and seizures. They were our rights to life and liberty.
Now, up to this point, Roosevelt has said nothing amiss. He is describing the God-given rights that are the subject of the first 10 amendments, the Bill of Rights. But listen to what he says next. Quote, "As our nation has grown in size and stature, however, as our industrial economy expanded, these political rights proved inadequate to assure us equality in the pursuit of happiness. So to speak, we need a second Bill of Rights,
under which a new basis of security and prosperity can be established for all. Among these are the right to a useful and remunerative job, the right to earn enough to provide adequate food and clothing and recreation, the right of every family to a decent home, the right to adequate medical care, the right to adequate protection from the economic fears of old age, sickness, accident, and unemployment, the right to a good education."
Now, please note that Roosevelt's so-called Second Bill of Rights is not based on the same premise as the original. In the American view, the purpose of government is to secure, to protect, and defend God-given rights. But God didn't grant anyone the right to a decent home at the expense of others, nor to a remunerative job at the expense of others, nor to an education at the expense of others, nor to food and clothing and recreation paid for by others. Likewise, the right not to be afraid of old age is nowhere granted by God. So Roosevelt's Second Bill of Rights is really the enemy of the real Bill of Rights. You see, in order for government to provide what the Second Bill of Rights guarantees, it must necessarily violate the real Bill of Rights by stealing the money it needs to make the phony guarantees. The Second Bill of Rights is a fraud. The Second Bill of Rights says that government force must be brought to bear to obtain equality of economic outcome. The Second Bill of Rights reflects the premise and the philosophy of the Communist Manifesto. The Second Bill of Rights has led to Obamacare and to Common Core. The Second Bill of Rights has destroyed the First Bill of Rights. Isn't it time to abandon this dangerous course? Isn't it time to return to the real Bill of Rights? As a nation, when we abandon what our Declaration of Independence refers to as the laws of nature and of nature's God, then we have met the enemy, and he is us. This is Michael Anthony Peruga for Institute on the Constitution, bringing you the American View.